Governance today. It's one of those things that's often seen as not being very exciting, but I can tell you it is very exciting if you don't implement it. So today on the channel we did a webinar which will be up in a couple of days about governance, about modern governance approaches. It's often not talked about because it's not seen as being very valuable. It's not a topic that people necessarily like to talk about. It's not agile, it's not AI, it's not cross-functional teams. It's a lot of things that is maybe not seen as cool. But I can assure you that governance will save you big headaches on your project. If you establish it early on in the project, it will pay dividends in the end. Part of governance is understanding who makes decisions, when they make decisions, what decisions they're able to make, and how those decisions are implemented and who implements the decisions. Some of the areas of governance that we might talk about, apart from the decision making, is about understanding the roles of the different players. And if it's across an organisation, then there's a lot of players, a lot of stakeholders at play. I always do my own governance at the start of the project, or if I'm recovering a project, and that will include the org chart for the program that I'm doing, because I generally have quite a number of people because they're large programs. It also, for me, includes the communications method and how we're going to discuss things, when we're going to discuss things, and who should be in the room when we're doing those discussions. In my project strategy, or what we used to call the old project management plan or project approach, I will also outline the key roles and responsibilities of each of the key players. And whilst we can do that in a RACI, we need to remember that some people take in information in different ways. So some people might like to see that in a written paragraph. So the context is less about being in a spreadsheet and more about being conversational. So just something to think about when you're starting your project, or if you're recovering one, or if you're even in the middle of one and you're finding some difficulty, maybe governance is the answer. Stay tuned for the webinar, which will be coming out in about 2 or 3 days. Subscribe to the channel on the YouTube channel to see it when it comes out. And I'd also like to invite you to register and subscribe at the website so that you'll get notifications of things that are coming in advance. And one of the things that we're going to be doing this year is to have subscription-only webinars, which will go into far more detail than the ones that we do currently on the channel, which are a little bit more conversational, high level. And whilst there are techniques and tools, we don't go down to the absolute nitty-gritty, but we'll be doing that in the programs and the subscription webinars. So have a fabulous project day. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you at one of the next webinars.